Everybody, hey, it's the champion principal. Hey, it is my day off, but I am sitting here trying to do a little work on my day off, and I said, hey, every day I want to try to give you a message. And I was listening to this brother from up north. I think he was in Newark, and he was having a good conversation about the youth and the community and things of that nature. And it just kind of like made me think of some things. He's saying some of the same things that many of us talk about all the time. Some of the same issues they're having. We're seeing some of the same issues in our city. In most places I've ever lived, you have a group of individuals who are struggling. You have a group of individuals who may struggle with education, who may struggle with poverty, who may just struggle with different social issues in life. And it just makes me wonder. And you gotta be wanting the same thing, guys. It cannot just be me. It's not rocket science. It's a problem that we're having all over America. And so I just find it very interesting that we seem to be kind of clueless of how to fix many of these issues, especially when we're dealing with children. It's funny. I know when I make different posts and things, and I watch and I listen, I get people feedback, a lot of great feedback, but it just seems like we're still in this mindset of, it's not my fault. I can't be held accountable. It's not all on the parents. It's not all on the students. It's not all on the government. Who is it on? I think we got to come to a point where we figure out whose responsibility is it to raise children and to make sure that they are successful in this world. Listen what I just said. Whose responsibility is it? Because it seems like we, as the adults, we're quick to, I don't know how to word it, guys. It's like many of us are quick to say, it's not all on us as the parents, as the adults. Me as a parent, as an adult, I would never say that. It blows my mind. No, my kid is not going to be perfect. No, we don't have the perfect circumstances and perfect situation. But at the end of the day, I do believe it's on me. Now, am I going to be perfect? No. Am I going to fail him? Yes. Is he going to disappoint me? Yes. But I have to believe that it's up to me to provide a foundation for my child. That's what raising a child is. That is what it's all about. Raising up a child how they may go. I probably didn't say that right, but you know what I'm talking about. I just think we got away from the parents being accountable and responsible. And I do know many of you probably saying, well, we're doing the best we can. I agree with you. I'm doing the best I can as a parent. Some things it has shown success. Some things I failed on. But it does not take away my responsibility as a parent. We should never give our responsibility to someone else. We as parents should never give our responsibility to the school system, to the state of Alabama, to the state of Georgia. It's our responsibility. When we make a decision to have children and bring these kids into this world, we have to make sure that we understand that we are accountable and we're responsible for that child until they hit 18. We got to get this, guys. Why we got to get this? Look at the state right now of our youth. I'm not talking about the youth who got it together. Because guess what? Many of those youth are doing the right thing. I'm proud of them. They're doing well. They made it. They're going to school. They're going to work. They're doing it. But what we're talking about, this group, this subset of this group over here who just seem to cannot get it right. And that's where all the blame comes. That's where the pointing the fingers come. Those ones who are not excelling in school. Those ones who are going out there robbing and shooting and doing the things they should not be doing at a young age. That's where the finger point comes. So the question is, what's the problem? Who's responsible? Who should be accountable? And I'm just made differently. I just cannot put my accountability and responsibility on someone else. I don't understand that. So I hope some people respond. How do you do that? How do you say it's somebody else's responsibility? I get the village concept. I understand it. But how do you have in your mind to say, it's up to the village to raise my child? It's up to the village to do this. It's up to the village to do that. I don't get that. Although I believe in the village concept, but how do you have that in your mind to say it's up to the village to do it? No, it's up to you to do it. It's your responsibility. That is one of the reasons, just one of the reasons we have so much chaos with raising children. We're not accepting responsibility, all responsibility. I'm talking about everybody, not one parent. I'm talking about all parents, all of us. Until we accept 100% responsibility, things are still going to be shaky. Kids are still going to make a lot of those bad decisions because they didn't have the proper guidance. I get it. Some who have proper guidance still going to make bad decisions. I made bad decisions as a kid. I made bad decisions as a young adult. I still make bad decisions to this day. I get it. But you hope that you have a strong enough foundation that your bad decisions don't tear down the whole product. You understand what I'm telling you? You might not like it, but I'm being honest with you. It is not everybody else's responsibility to raise your child. It's a wonderful thing if there are different programs out there who can assist you and help you. I get it. You know, we need those programs. We need those assistance. We need assistance or things like that. But guys, I think we're going to continue seeing this epidemic and we're going to keep seeing this crisis until we take over, until we put our foot down as parents and take over and hold ourselves accountable and responsible, until we make smarter and better decisions, until we become wiser. Yeah. Nobody make us have these kids, guys. So, I mean, you can say what you want to say. No one makes us have them. We don't have to go have them. And if you know you're not in a position to have them, don't have them. If you know that you're not ready mentally mature, you're not mature enough to raise these kids and you're not dedicated to do what you got to do, don't do it. Guys, it's simple. Don't do it. Again, I would have loved to have a whole bunch of kids. But hey, who's going to raise them? Not me. I just wasn't going to be able to do it. It's just the truth. So sometimes you have to know your limits. You have to know what's in your budget. You got to know what you're willing to do. I know I work a lot of hours, so there's no way in the world that I was going to be able to help take care of a bunch of children. I'm away taking care of somebody else's children, trying to educate them and show them the way to be successful. So sometimes you have to make wise decisions. All I'm saying, guys, it's just a mindset shift. It's a mindset shift. Most of our boys and girls who are struggling, they struggle in school. Yeah. That's why schooling is important. That's why it's good to make sure that these boys and girls get a great education. And while they're getting a great education, that's why it's important to bring mentors in. That's why it's important to have wraparound services. That's why it's important to have the counselors, the social workers, and the other different mental health programs. All of those programs are needed. And that's how we assist our parents in this. That's how parents and the school system, the government work together. It's too late once the kids go out there and rob or shoot someone. It's too late. We have to take the help that's given and support the people who are trying to help us, not fight them. That's what we see a lot of times. A lot of times it's a fight, whether it's with the school systems or whether with the government. Sometimes help is being provided, but to keep it real. Do we agree with everything? Do we accept the help? A lot of times, no. It's just like with discipline. Some people are okay with the discipline that's received from the school system. Some people fight it. How you gonna fight the discipline? Your child did something wrong. I've never once fought anything that my son, he was held accountable for something at school. Whether he didn't turn in his work, whether he got an altercation, whether he was running down the hall and the principal said something about it, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's not for me to be going up there fighting something. Yeah, I'm an advocate for him, most definitely. But I know my son. I know my son do not make all the right decisions. His dad didn't make all the right decisions. He has to be held accountable. And that's what we have to teach our boys and girls at a young age, to be responsible, to be accountable, and to understand there are consequences for your behavior. But a lot of times we as parents, we don't support that. We're not doing it at home, then you don't want them to do it at the school. Or then you don't want them to do it with the government. When it's done, when they go to prison. Oh, now you got to walk on the line. Now you got to eat at 6 a.m. and eat again at 6 and eat again at 6. Now you got to wear a certain type of clothes. But, so it's all good then. You could have did that on the outside. You could have did that here. We were looking in the news and, we're seeing a bunch of shootings and violence and things like that. And it just blows my mind, guys. Did you not know? I'm not talking about anybody specific. I'm just saying in general. Because it's all over Alabama and Georgia. So those are the two areas I'm most familiar with. I see it all the time, every day. Parents, are you telling me that you did not know your son was a shooter? Did you not know that your son was a robber? Did you not see any signs at all? None. Come on now. Did you not see on Facebook when they were talking about shooting people? Did you not see the guns in their hands on Facebook? I mean, did you not see it? Did you not see him hanging out with his boys in the neighborhood? Did you not see the signs of just the gear that they have? Do you not see it? They're doing a lot of things that they shouldn't even be doing. They're doing a lot of things that grown people do. Like, in my opinion, why is a child with a grill in their mouth? A child. It's just some things. My son's not going to be allowed to come up in my house with a grill in his mouth. Because number one, where did he get it from? I didn't pay for it. No. My son, he can't even come in my house with an earring in his ear. For what? He can do all that when he become of age. He can do whatever he wants to do. He can't get no tattoo on his body. Why? That's for grown folks. That's grown folks stuff. We allow these children to do too much. My mom didn't let me do it. I couldn't have came in the house with no tattoo or earring in my ear. All this, they're individuals and creativity. They is going out making whatever decisions they want. That's the problem. They don't need to go wherever they want. They don't need to do whatever they want. They don't need to eat whatever they want. It got to be some rules and regulations and some structure in place. And that's why I talk about the men. Man, you got to come out and help these women raise these children. It matters when you speak. It matters when you talk. A lot of times, mama's so busy trying to just take care of them, pacify them, and nurture them. Daddy love them to death, but daddy mean what he say. No, you can't go. Yes, you can go. No, this is how you do it. This is how you get your hair cut. This is how you go to work every day. It matters. A child seeing their father go to work every single day, dressed a certain way, talking a certain way, paying the bills. All that stuff matters. Now, I ain't never seen my dad a day in my life. When I give Mr. McMullen credit, my stepdad, I took something from him. He did have work ethic. I remember seeing him go to work every day at that plant. I saw it. I saw him once a month sit down in the front, in front of the TV with his checkbook and write out checks for bills. I saw that as a young man. It matters. Think about that. If you've never seen your father or your dad write out checks and write out bills, and you know he was taking care of that household, how in the world are you able to have that mindset mentally to do it? It matters. We pick up everything. We pick up the things that we see, and we pick up the things that we do not see. And peer pressure is a mother. You don't hear me? Peer pressure. Be careful. I'm fighting every day with my son's mindset, trying to be a bigger influence on him than his friends. His friends, in a lot of cases, probably are winning. But that's why every day I have to talk to him. I sit down and look at him in his face and have these conversations with him. We talk about the things that's going on in the news. We talk about the violence that's going on, the importance of making right decisions. He sure can't say he didn't know. He can't say he didn't see his dad go to work. He can't say I wasn't trying to be positive and show him the right way. And I even talked to him about the wrong way. He got the best of both worlds. We have to do a better job, guys. And, you know, this is part of the series, guys, of a fatherless generation. And I struggle so bad because we keep trying to say we're trying to figure out what's wrong with these kids. And we need to quit it, man. We really need to quit it. We know what's wrong with them. And what's wrong with them. We know what's wrong with them. These kids not crazy. We're what's wrong with them. The apple don't fall far from the tree. And I'm talking about all of us. I see some things in my son that he picked up from me that, my goodness, I pray and hope that he get on out of his system. The apple do not fall far from the tree. And then once that apple fall, we're the main ones. I'm going to say it. Free them. Free them. And you know good and well your child did wrong. You know they did wrong, but you saying free them. It's the same thing that I've seen for 18 years or more as an educator with so many people. The child do something wrong, 9 out of 10, the mom complaining, defending them, questioning me, questioning the administrators, questioning the teachers, like what the child did wasn't even important. There lies the problem. My mom never came to the school defending me. Even if I was in the right, she never did it. She never did it. But when I got to that house, she chastised me. She made sure I was held accountable. She always taught you should have never even been in the situation. Should have never even opened your mouth. Should have never even put yourself in that situation. But this is a different day and time. This is the Kodak Black generation. NBA young boy generation. See, we came from NWA generation, but at least I knew it was entertainment. I knew it wasn't real for me. It may have been real for some, but it wasn't real for me. It's just like watching TV to me. Fatherless generation. Guys, we got to do better. And it starts with our mindset. It starts with building that strong foundation. You can keep on blaming the world, keep on blaming the situation, and keep on getting the same results. Or you can take responsibility for your household, for your seeds that you brought into this world. We are accountable. You are accountable. What are you going to do? We're going to go the next 10 years crying and praying and saying the same thing? Prayer, great. I love prayer. Guess what? We're still having the same problems we've been praying for a long time. Prayer without works? Nah. Put some works in. Let's save these kids. Step up to the plate. Be responsible. Change your mindset. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.